Punctuating and correctly formatting your dialogue is one of the easiest but most powerful ways to get your writing to really go from looking like, a kid wrote it or kind of like a draft or rough draft to looking like a really polished and powerful piece that people will take seriously. So let's take a look at one of the dialogue rules, shall we? Let's start with some common mistakes we can see. Number one. You're starting a new sentence with dialogue. All new sentences have capital letters. Number two, there should be no space between my quotation mark and my word right here. Right? So get rid of the space. You should be under each other, but close. Secondly, even inside of the quotation mark, starting a new sentence, you need to have the capital letter. And finally, this punctuation, it needs to go inside of the quotation mark, right? Your quotation marks hug not only the words that somebody is saying, but also the punctuation, okay? So you could also, instead of this being a period, this could also be a comma, because the next thing that we need to think about when we think about punctuation is telling somebody who is actually doing the talking. So if you take a look at the yellow, I've included what's called a dialogue tag. And that means that I'm saying who said what. Words. He said. That helps my reader follow along and figure out who's saying what. But that's still not the best we can do. Because if I was reading a book and it just said he said, and then she said, and then he said, and then I said, and then she was like, it's boring. It just gets boring. So we have to use dialogue to not only tell who said it, but how they said it. And this is such an easy fix. It's just amplifying particular words. So let's see how some of this might show up in my own piece. First and foremost, I see a lot of dialogue in this first paragraph. And anytime somebody new is speaking, I need a new paragraph. Point blank, period. Anytime somebody new talks, I need a new paragraph. Done. So let's start at the top. Madeline, my grandfather said seriously. So automatically new paragraph. I press tab. Skimming. What do you know about our city council? Okay, it's the same person talking, so it can stay in the same line. It was 5 seconds. This should actually be part of that paragraph because it's super related. Nothing. Oh, quotation mark. Now, who is doing the talking here? It's me, because it says I said. So that's not my grandfather. It's a new person. That means new paragraph. Now I'm just skimming through. I was inner thinking, setting up the setting, giving me some fall vibes. No talking. Oh, okay, here we go. Local elections are the backbone of our democracy. Okay, I have my quotation marks and my commas properly placed. But now it's Bumpa. That's why I call my grandpa, because I couldn't say grandpa. Now it's my grandfather speaking. So the last person to speak was me. That means new person, new paragraph. I'm going to keep skimming. NPR is playing softly, setting up some setting, some details. My grandfather was really always loud. When people get involved in grassroots movements. So I have my punctuation inside of the quotation mark. Is this a new person talking, or is it the same person? Yeah, it's the same person. So I do not have to make a new paragraph. He stopped and looked at me. Do you know what grassroots movements are? Still him. No. Oh, it's me. New person? Yeah, new paragraph. I feel like Dora the Explorer. And so I'm just going to keep going through my piece and double checking and seeing, have I put my punctuation marks in the correct spot? Have I made sure that I have capital letters when I need them? And do I make sure to tell not only who is saying something, but how they say it, but how they said it? And if you look, this first part of my essay already looks so much more professional and more, easy to read than like this big old chunk of text. Like, that's not helpful. I'm skimming through this as a reader. I'm not really going to spend my time reading this. Whereas this, I can really easily see who's talking, what's going on, and follow the flow. So go ahead and try that out in your own piece, making sure that your dialogue is punctuated correctly. You say who is saying stuff, how they're saying it, and using, anytime there's a new person talking, you need a new paragraph.